Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into something really fundamental. The Arabic phrase Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. You hear it right at the start of the Quran.
That's right. It's incredibly significant. We're drawing from analysis focusing on the third verse of Surah Al-Fatiha.
Okay. And our mission here is basically to get under the skin of these two names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, and figure out what they're really telling us.
Exactly. Understanding their core meaning and implications.
Great. So let's break down the language first. Ar-Rahman. What does that mean on its own?
Ar-Rahman is usually translated as the most compassionate. But what's key here is the sheer breadth of it.
Breadth. How so?
Well, it encompasses all of creation. Everything in this world. Doesn't matter if you're a believer or not.
Okay. So things like
the air you breathe, the food you eat, your health, these basic necessities for everyone, that's seen as a manifestation of Ar-Rahman.
Right. Universal. Got it. So that's the all-encompassing compassion. And what about Ar-Rahim? How's that different?
Ar-Rahim, often the most merciful, is, it's more specific, more focused.
Focused on who?
Our source points towards it being a deeper kind of mercy, primarily for believers, especially looking ahead towards the afterlife.
Okay, so you're talking about things like...
Exactly. Forgiveness of sins, the reward of paradise, attaining God's pleasure. It's a more, let's say, intimate and enduring grace.
Mm-hmm. That distinction feels important. One's wide open, the other is sort of deeper for those on a specific path.
Precisely. It suggests that God's sort of default setting towards creation is this immense compassion, Ar-Rahman.
Okay.
But his ultimate, perhaps most profound mercy, Ar-Rahim, is reserved, directed towards those who follow his guidance. It gives you a way to understand blessings now and promises later.
Yeah, that really does shift the perspective. It places compassion right at the forefront, maybe even before strict judgment.
That's a key tenet, yes. Mercy as a foundational attribute.
So how does really getting these names affect someone's faith on a personal level?
Oh, tremendously. Recognizing this duality, this depth of mercy, well, it fosters hope, a real sense of peace, actually.
Hope and peace. How?
Knowing the divine nature is rooted in Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, it kind of builds closeness, trust, confidence that there's forgiveness, that there's help when you face difficulties. It's fundamentally reassuring. The
sort of bedrock of divine kindness. And does this understanding then translate into, how people should behave?
Absolutely. The source material is quite clear on this. Internalizing these attributes isn't just an intellectual exercise.
Right.
It's a direct call for believers to embody that compassion and mercy.
Embody it how?
Through kindness in daily life, being ready to forgive others, showing genuine care, empathy, basically reflecting those divine qualities in your own actions.
So it's practical ethics flowing directly from theology. Now these names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, they don't just appear once or twice, do they?
No, not at all. They are, of course, part of what's known as Asma'ul Husna, the beautiful names of Allah. And their pairing, Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim, is repeated constantly in the Quran. That repetition isn't accidental.
It signals something important.
Definitely. It emphasizes the balance between God's universal compassion in this world, that's Ar-Rahman, and his specific deeper mercy, particularly relevant for eternity, Ar-Rahim. They work together.
Complementary aspects of the same divine reality.
Yeah.
Covering both here and now and the hereafter.
You've got it. A complete picture of mercy.
This has been really clarifying. Okay, let's try and summarize. What are the absolute key takeaways about Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim?
I'd say it's their interconnectedness. They show a divine mercy that's vast enough for everyone and everything, Ar-Rahman, sustaining life itself. And also a mercy that's incredibly deep and personal, Rahim, for those who seek a closer relationship with God. This understanding shapes your faith, gives you hope,
And directs your actions.
and directs your actions towards compassion.
Exactly. It's a powerful concept. So maybe a final thought to leave everyone with. If you really sit with these two aspects of divine mercy, the universal and the specific car, how might that change the way you think about justice, both divine and human? And maybe even more practically, how might it influence the way you offer compassion in your own life?
Something to reflect on.
Indeed. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.